Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 11th of June 2021 and the time now is 6:18 a.m. Well, today our topic is why do you save money? Sharing some thoughts about F.I.R.E, which means for financial independence, retire early. And before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, Eric, for this topic, you also share
So
some
some new
links.
link.
Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, and some of it is about uh the Chinese house price, the house price in China, and then yeah, and I clicked in the Chinese house price per square meter. Yeah, and found that they call it the median of the house price in China is uh is very high. It's something like 1.28 million, right?
120. Yeah.
Okay,
You miss the
let me see.
you miss you miss the average. You miss the average in China. Average housing price in China or in the
Uh,
cities.
I think this is this is the not the average, is the median.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and I think it's for the whole China, right?
Mm. But medians also cannot be. Uh. It doesn't represent.
Mm,
So. How to say? You cannot gain a very good insight. For example,
mm,
the Beijing, the Shanghai,
yeah.
and the housing price is almost like triple, or
Mm,
maybe four times than the rural area.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. For here, I think it's more than fourth time. What I see is more than 10 times because Beijing is the price is
Mm.
6 point something, and the rural area only something like 0.38.
Yeah.
Mm,
It means the lowest one, right? The lowest
yeah,
one, 0.38.
yeah.
Yeah. But there are not a lot of house price below than 0.4, is it? Just
Yeah,
just a few. Mm.
yeah, just a few, really. Yep. And then also in another link, it talk about the the inflation rate.
Mm.
Yeah, for this one, um, it made me quite confused to look at the figure because they are quite technical. Something like year on year, and then
Mm.
uh, many comparison.
Mm.
So for this one, yeah, which figure can we get uh to discuss?
Okay. I think there are two percentage, which 1% is the month percent, right? The month rising.
Okay,
If
is
I'm not
that
wrong,
the zero
if
point
I'm not
0.5?
wrong, is 0.5 or 0.55, is it?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the month increments. So this is like something like, for example,
Mm,
this is March, and then compared to February.
mm.
Yeah, month
Oh,
increment. Yeah. And then year to year means the 12 month increment.
oh, I
So if you
see.
compare 12-month comparisons, it rise. If I'm not wrong, is 10%, is it?
12 months.
Year to year.
Year
year
to
to year
year.
increasement?
Um, I'm not sure about one of these here. That is the property investment, uh, which is 25.6% year.
Oh, that is
What's that?
property investment. A
Oh,
property investment is uh okay. That is actually uh the people who buy the house, the people who choose to invest in property.
mm,
Mm, yeah, because this is investment. This is not the house price. Mm.
okay.
And
Oh, yeah,
okay,
I think I saw it. New home price
yeah,
rose
four point six
4.6%,
percent.
right?
Yeah, 4.6% year to year. Yeah,
Mm,
this is quite a lot. And China four tills per city still contributed most of the gain in the resale home market, with monthly prices growing an average of 1% last month in those cities. Mm.
mm,
So, uh, for those cities, for those cities in China which consider Taiwan the
yeah.
first the first tier ones, and it the house price increasement will is the fastest is the
Mm,
faster
1%, right?
at the so yeah. Yeah, and another another research also another figure is okay. Yeah, you can see the property investments. One of the investment is your you have mentioned just now, and
Mm,
another is at the end of this article. China's real estate investments rose 25.6% in the first
mm,
quarter of this year.
yeah.
From a low base a, a year earlier, separate MBS data shows on Friday it was up 15.9% from same period in 2019 before the pandemic struck. Property
Mm,
sales by floor area surged 63.8% year-on-year in the January-March period, and were up 20.7% from the first 3 months in 2019. Analysts noted home sales by value in March was the highest for the same period on record. And also, the new construction start rose 28.2% on year in the first 3 months of 2021, while
mm,
funds raised by developers rose 41.4%. Mm. Yeah, so even we are in the pandemic, sorry, yeah, because this is okay, yeah, because for China, uh the most serious period for the pandemic is January to March, is it? If I'm
mm,
not wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, January to March. And then after that, China is almost fully recovered from the pandemic.
Mm,
Mm. But yeah, in the pandemic 2020, the January March periods, the property investment increased. And it's not only in one country, in all countries. Yeah, all countries have similar patterns. No
mm,
matter Malaysia, Singapore. Yeah, I know Singapore property investments rise a lot. And not only Singapore, Malaysia, Asian country is also applies is also same in the uh American
oh,
America, US, UK, Europe, everywhere
mm,
else. Yeah, one of the
yeah.
country I'm not sure is Japan. Yeah, but maybe yes. Yeah, maybe their property investment increase. I also not sure.
Mm. Yep.
Okay, and actually, the house price and the house price inflations is actually linked to the first article, which is the fire. Okay,
Mm.
and some of the have you read the article?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then we can have some discussion.
Mm.
Okay, I have highlight some points. Okay, and one of the point is in the article, one of the guys, one of the girl, if I'm not wrong, she called the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she called the tongue,
Mm.
and she said that she pursued the fire, and then she said for her, it will be great, and her goal is actually to to save to save up 2 million plus to a mortgage house.
Mm.
Yeah, 2 million 2 million yuan, two
Yeah.
million RMB plus to a mortgage house.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, how much cost?
Yep.
Yeah, to a mortgage house.
Mm.
Mm. So if we don't add the interest, if we don't add the interest on the house, we just look at uh the price, the house price. Yeah. Uh, if if your house is small, the house small, and then
Mm.
it may cost you like six uh uh 0.6 million, 0.6 million or 600k, 600,000 per
Okay.
unit.
Mm.
Yeah, per unit. If your Okay, and we can do some quick calculation. For
Yeah.
example, just now you say 0.38, right?
Mm. Yeah. That is
Yeah, and
one of the lowest.
yeah, and because they use the square meters, so
Mm.
I apply my house size. My house size
Okay.
is actually my new house size is actually the square feet. The square feet is 20 times 70, so it's 1440. And then I have done some research.
Mm.
Uh, uh, 1 square meter equal to 1 square feet. Okay, 1 square feet equal to 0.0929, 0.0929 square meter.
Okay.
Okay, so that we use, let's
Just
say we
around
use
1,400.
uh yeah 0.3x 0.3x we times 10k, because this is calculated in 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 10,000
Mm.
basis,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So 3,800 3,800 yuan per square meter. So we times 1440, which is the 20 times 70, 20 times 70, and
Mm.
then we divide that by 0.0929. Okay, and this is around 60k, right?
Mm.
Hey, why the amount so big? Wait a minute.
Uh, is it 600K or 60K?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Mm.
3000x. Okay, 3000x times 1440, or times another 0.0929. Okay, yeah. It's around 500k. Is it
Mm. Yeah.
500 508? Yeah. So 500k. If you want to buy two,
One
yeah,
million.
and it's 1 million, additional 1 million, and we didn't include the interest. And
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know interest normally would take another another half of the price.
Mm.
Mm. And if you can pay earlier, it will still take maybe one third of your house price. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but never mind, we ignore. So we can see how much money you need to to uh to like to be financial freedom to achieve the fire. Mm. 3 million yuan.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's another another information is how about the salary? Yeah, how about their salary and also who are the group like this idea? And I saw that one sentence is fire. This idea is actually embraced by those staff, by the staff in big tech firms, and they normally uh 996.
Mm.
Yeah, and they want to they really want to quit this kind of red race. Mm.
Yeah.
So they embrace this idea and then quick quickly earns the money that they want to earn and then quit the job and then
Mm.
do the thing they want to do after
Yeah.
that. Mm. And there's also one another sentence which is fire is actually the side effect of the 996 overwork. Mm. Mm. Okay, and what's the next? The next is about the illness.
Mm.
Yeah, I also saw some related sentence about the illness. And the sentence is for Wang Xiying,
Yeah.
early retirement is all about enjoying life before it's too late. The 37-year-old Shanghai native Chinese native was
Mm.
diagnosed with high blood pressure last year,
Mm.
which which push her to embrace fire heartily. She
Yeah.
tells six tones, which is the
This
mm,
website, right?
yeah this website. She tells six tones she's determined not to end up like her mother, who suffers a stroke in her 50s. I
Mm.
don't want to lose my physical freedoms, said Wang. I'd rather retire earlier to have some time for myself. Life itself is an experience. I don't want to spend it getting to work and come back from work. Mm, yeah. And also, I saw another sentence which is, uh, if anything goes wrong, the the worst case is actually I just need to go back to work. Mm,
Mm.
yeah, there's a sentence, which is the ending, at the ending of this article, and yeah, it's about the illness. Maybe you can get 2 million plus 1 million to buy the house, and then how about you get some illness?
Yep.
Is that 3 millions enough for you? Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yep.
So this is another another question about the amount for you to for you to achieve the financial freedom
Yep.
to enjoy the life in the fire. Yeah, and the next piece of information is actually is also some sentence. Tang, the real estate worker, is pressing ahead with her plans. She hadn't bought any new clothes in over 3 months,
Mm.
not even during the reasons quote unquote 618 shopping festival, she said. The
Yep.
savings will go towards a house in Malaysia where real estate prices are 5 times lower than in China's largest cities, and another in her hometown in in Yunnan province. Tang says, once She's finally achieved FIRE. She plans to spend her time pursuing a master's degree, learning the piano, or opening a craft shop.
mm,
If you have this wish, you have to go about implementing it like a plant, say Tang. Otherwise, you won't be able to achieve your goal. Yeah, it's quite motivating.
mm,
But I saw something which is okay. There are some few information I can interpret.
okay.
The first is the housing crisis.
Mm,
Yeah, our Malaysia housing crisis is lower 5 times lower in China's largest cities.
mm,
Yes, yeah, it is. The answer is yes. Mm. Yeah. So if you uh, if you if you if you are able to lead to another country, so I mean for Chinese in China, and maybe you don't need that much money
yeah.
to retire. And another piece of information is once she's finally achieved FIRE, she plans to spend her time pursuing something. What she want to pursue? Master degree, learning
Mm,
the piano, opening a craft shop. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, how do you interpret this information?
Um. Uh. Yeah. This is something that she like to do, like right. Like the learning the piano, opening a craft shop. Uh. And pursuing master degree here. Um. Uh. Yeah. Maybe because this takes time. So. She and it takes time and money, so she didn't do it when she was young.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why she cannot learn the piano even though she haven't finally achieved FIRE? Why she cannot
Mm.
open a craft shop? Why she cannot pursue a master degree?
Yeah, I think for this guy, she's too busy. Something like 007.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe 007. Yeah, so uh we have some topic in the past which is if something you want to do, if there are something you want to do after you are financially freedom, you have earned enough money,
Mm.
and then what's the things you want to do, and then are you able to sacrifice the the goals and then the dream to get financially freedoms in order to pursue the things? Yeah,
Mm.
so that means if you can sacrifice, uh okay, uh what does it mean, which is if we can do it right now, are are you going to sacrifice the dream of being financially freedom? Yeah, because this is something that you say you want to do after you financially freedom,
Mm. Yep.
right? So
Yep.
she say after she finally achieve FIRE, she plan to spend her time pursuing master degree. She also can do it right now. Learning the piano, she also can do it right now. Open a
Mm.
craft shop, she also can do it right now. Yeah, and you don't need to open a physical one. You can open a virtual one.
Mm. Online shop.
Yeah, and because this is your hobby, and then you
Mm.
can spend your weekends to do some to do some to do some stuff, and then put on the website, put on the online shop to sell. Mm. So it's not that difficult, and it doesn't cost a lot. It actually don't cost a lot of money. Yeah. So
Mm.
why you need so much money? Yeah. And this tongue, this yeah, this tongue. So this tongue is the person who say she want to save uh up 2 millions plus two mortgage house.
Yeah.
Is the person. Mm,
Mm.
it's the same person. Yeah. So yeah, this is some information. This is some information I found in this article, there are something that require us to think more deeply. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So it actually linked to our topic, which is why do you save money? Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, and then sorry to tell you that yeah, actually I can saw you are editing you're editing the Excel file in this morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it link with yours?
yeah, it's linked. Yeah, if
Oh.
you don't want me to see, okay, I cannot
No,
see
I
your
mean, can
I
I
cannot see your
will
edit.
I affect
No, no, no.
your
It
your
won't. It
file?
won't. It won't affect. Yeah, because I paste to another. I paste to another location. Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
I have
So it's
my
okay.
original copy. Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you don't want to, okay. I'm not sure whether I can see you edit some things.
Mm.
Okay, and you have meant you amend something, but I can see the notification that you are editing something.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Never
Yeah, and
mind.
I didn't click inside to see. And if you want, if you don't want me to see, and you
Mm.
can copy the file into your computer. So
Mm.
so 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 that files totally belong to you. Mm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's okay. Back to our topics. Yeah. Uh, why do you save money? Okay. And for me, we like financial freedom. We want to be financial freedom. We want to enjoy the security. We want to enjoy the freedoms. And then we want to something like get back our times from our employer, from the
Mm.
company,
Yeah.
from maybe our community, our countries, our family. Yeah, especially from our company. Yeah, so this is actually the main point for most of people. Yeah, but of course, some other people may go further. Mm, they want further security. They want a house, and
Mm-hmm.
for some people, they want two house.
Yeah. Like a
And for
tongue.
some, yeah, and for some other people, they want two mortgage house. Mm,
Mm.
yeah. And for some people, maybe they want further. They want two big and mortgage house.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So those people who earn a lot, they have higher targets, so that they still need to work for many years in order to achieve something they want to they want to get.
Mm.
For those people who who don't have that strong money earning ability, I will
Yeah.
call the fiat. Yeah, the fiat earning ability,
Mm.
and then they may not give themselves that high expectations, so they will lower their expectations, and then but they still need to work hard. They still need to spend sometimes a lot of years in order to achieve uh the money,
Mm.
that allow them to financially to being financially freedom. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how about you? Why do you save money?
Um. Okay. For this one, obviously I don't have the expectation like tongues, which is so high,
Mm.
and I think saving money is uh for the use of for the use after retirement. And actually, the retirement here, I actually didn't expect I could get early retirement. So yeah, something like after we are above 50, and yeah, at that time maybe we may not earn that much money, or we may not earn a stable income. So I think for that time, uh, savings is important.
Mm. Yeah, so
Yep.
it's something like uh you have some you have some backups to deal with the to deal with to deal with the uncertainty when you are old, right?
Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So it's not about the retire early. So you don't have this plan, is it?
Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So share some thought about fire. Why you don't have these plans, and maybe is there any things this buyer missing?
Mm, okay, for this, I think uh, fire really they need to in the age after graduation, maybe until uh, some age before 40. Yep. I think retire before retire before 40 is really called early retirement, and to me, retire before uh, 50 can also be considered
Mm.
uh, early retirement to me,
Yeah,
at least in Malaysia.
yeah, because the retirement age in Singapore and also in Malaysia is around 60 to 65.
Mm, yep.
Mm. So if you retire at 50, it also can be called that retire early.
Mm,
Mm.
yep. Yep. And then I think for retire in, let's say, like 35 is extremely difficult, and the life before 35 years old, uh, um, yeah, yeah, will also be very tough, and uh, maybe not only that you work really hard, you have no time, but also something like mentioned in the link you share, sacrifice also our health.
Mm.
Yeah, this is for very early retirement, and retirement uh, within 40 to 50 years old also require a great amount of savings,
Mm.
starting from 20 something, and then also require us to maybe lower our expenses.
Mm.
Yep. So yeah, to me it is still uh, require us uh, to earn a lot of money. Yep.
Mm.
Maybe uh, maybe not sacrificing our health, but maybe we need to sacrifice something like uh, to do a job which you don't like to, but the salary is higher.
Mm.
Also, maybe to move to another place which you can earn more money. So these are also something we may have to sacrifice.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Okay.
then
And yeah,
mm,
you continue first.
yeah, for people who are able to sacrifice and then maybe enjoy their life and their work, and yeah, that I think that is a win-win situation.
Mm. Yeah. Uh, but mo- but for most of them, but for most of people who embrace this idea, they actually have something like the one or all mindset, which is means that uh they cannot get both. They cannot uh get retire early and without working that hard, without working very hard.
Mm,
Mm, yeah. So yeah, of course we can like retire early, and at the same time we still live well,
Mm.
and we didn't sacrifice a lot in our life. Yeah. And then how you able to do that? You need to use the compound interest template to calculate whether
Mm.
you are able to do that with your
Yeah.
current salary and also with your expected increase on salary.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah. So why some results about that? Do some
Uh,
calculation.
yeah,
Mm.
basically, I think I still need some time to use this template because um, once I key in the figure in the budget, and
Oh, you use a
then
budget? Yeah, because
I have
because the
to link it to
mm,
the net worth, right?
uh net worth. Do you mean the net worth is the the
Yeah,
compound interest in end page? No.
that is the investment, isn't it? And then I can
uh,
add
oh yeah.
with my
Yeah.
savings,
Oh
something like that.
yeah. And I think you need to redesign the templates because the templates is not fully fully developed.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't spend a lot of time to develop that templates, and I think it's also useful for me. And also I also after sometimes I built that templates, I also didn't use that templates. Yeah, already.
Oh.
Mm.
Mm,
Because there are a lot of variable. There are too many variable can change the results. Yeah.
mm,
But you can have your own template. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, you can calculate your budgets, and then you link to your net worth, and then try to find it how much money you can save, and then try to add some the maybe you expected uh salary increment, and also the inflation
Mm,
that will add up the figure. And that's if you buy a house, and then you can also have the option that's maybe maybe in some point maybe at some point in the future you may sell your house. Mm.
yeah.
After you sell your house, and then you can get a lot of money. And then you use the money you get and then rent the house continually.
Mm,
Yeah. And maybe after 35 years, your house installments uh will fully paid, and then you don't need the expenses will be reduced. The fixed expenses will reduce, or is also uh applied to any installment. Apply to
mm,
for example like your car installments.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and maybe you plan to buy another car, so you also need to add up this figure. Maybe you estimate your car can only use like maybe 10 years, and then after 10 years you still need to buy a new car.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the main function of this template is actually is on the compound interest. Yeah. Yeah. So what is your initial capital, and then what is the goal you want to achieve? So that's mean what is the money you want to earn, and then you can change how much money you need to put in,
Mm, yeah.
how much money you want to put in every month or every year. And then and then also uh what is the compound interest rate, what is the interest rate you can get, maybe 10%, 15%. And then yeah, because by doing this you can have some insights, yeah, how much money you really need, you really need in order to uh, retire early, maybe at
Mm,
40, maybe at 50, maybe at 60.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you done that calculations? And
Yeah, I have put some figure to try. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, and also this the function of this really uh yeah, it's a very good thing for us to try. Um, yeah, let's say by investing 200 a month to 300 a month, yeah, we can see the difference, right?
Yeah, you can see a difference.
Yeah, and then um yeah, but it's kind of quite also take many years for me. Let's say if I put 500K, and then yeah, it took me more than 30 years.
30 years. Oh,
Yeah, if I only invest something like 200 to 300 a month,
what's your compound interest rate?
I use 10%.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Mm. How about you change the 10% to 15%?
Wow.
See how the reductions of the years.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, from he, wait a minute. Yeah, from 32 years to 24 years. Yeah, it's a it's a saving of 8 years.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, and 300. Yeah, if you try to change back your 15% to 10%, and then you try to change the figure 300 to 600, see how it's going.
Oh, actually, just now I put 200. Okay,
Oh,
so now can I change
never
to
mind that.
something like 500?
Uh, just now you use 200, right? So now
200.
if you change to 400, double your
Oh, double.
investment.
Okay.
Mm. And then the rate you put 10% back to.
Okay. 25 years.
Yeah. So uh maybe to increase your investment returns from 10% to 15% is very hard.
Mm.
Yeah, just now you say wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Not easy, right?
for some people it's not easy. Yeah, but if you keep studying, and then it may not that difficult. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, and then okay, how, and then just now you say 200 change to 400, so you have a reductions from 32 years to 25 years.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
if you use 200 monthly, if you use only 200 money amounts, and then plus 15%, you get 24 years. So that means the 200 additional investment can almost overcome the limitations of 5% returns, uh of the additional 5%
Mm.
returns. You
Yeah.
get what do you get what I want to say?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are still many things we can control. Yeah.
Mm.
There are still many things under our control. Even though we cannot increase the returns a lot, but we can invest more. Yeah. And then
Mm.
you can see the difference is quite big, is it?
Yeah.
And invest additional 200 is not that difficult actually.
Mm.
Mm, yeah. And yeah, for this template, actually, I have another version, which is the version is something like that. Your current investment fund
Okay.
increase increase how many increase how many times you can get your result. For example, you say you want to achieve, like, let's say 500K.
Mm.
So if current at, uh, at present your investment fund is, let's say, 50K. So you want to grow from 50K to 500K.
Mm.
So you need 10 times. Yeah. And if you have only 5K, so
Yeah.
you need 100 times. You need 100 times. Mm. Yeah, and this is good for you to invest some growth stock, which is you highly believe, you're highly in confidence with the company or with the ticker. Yeah, and you believe if the stock price or maybe the price of ticker will rise 10 times, or maybe
Mm.
will rise 100 times, or maybe not that high, but maybe only like 5 times. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, let's say you think, yeah, Tesla stock price will increase 5 times. Yeah, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, but
Mm.
eventually it will increase 5 times. It will increase 5 times. Okay, so now you have another perspective to look at your investment. How much money I need to have? For example, now you only have 5K. Yeah, how
Mm.
do I save up to 50K so that before the stock price rise significantly? How can I save up to 50K before it rise?
Mm.
Yeah, so something like that. For example, sorry, just now I say Tesla 5 times, right? So that
Yeah.
means you need 100K. Yeah, yeah. So now the perspective has changed. You need to think about how to save up to that money. Mm. So this is also another perspective. In
Mm.
order to look at
Yep.
the compound interest, you look at the end. Yeah, your target returns, your target profits,
Mm.
as well as your target price. Mm. Yeah, and then okay, I have some question for you about some thought about the fire.
Okay.
If everyone embrace this idea, is this a good thing? Everyone embrace this idea and fight for this.
Um.
And then what's the impact?
Let me think. Because they retire early, so let's say if they retire at 40, and yeah, that actually may create some free slot of uh employment.
Okay, but how about before that? Everyone fight for that.
Yeah, and then at that time maybe it will become very competitive in the employment market.
Mm. Like current China and
Mm.
labor market. Everyone 996, but no, none of the employee get the OT, get the
Mm.
OTP. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it actually can look to one of the link in into the topic, which is the personal income level. And 99% of people in China actually earn less than 5K.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I will say this amount is conservative. Okay, but if I if I if I if I try to change the amount, let's say I change from 5,000 to even like 10K,
Mm.
10K per month. And then your housing price, the cheaper housing price is is 500K. Yeah, it's 500K. So how much time you need, right? How much
Mm.
time
Yep.
you need to in order to fully pay the mortgage? Mm. It takes a lot of times. Yeah, and then it takes a lot of money. Mm. And
Yep.
then if you only earn like 10K, maybe we can have some quick calculations. Whenever I go to some website, home loan calculator. Okay, I'm using the www.calculator.com.my.
Okay.
Okay, the property price is 500K, and then the down payment, let's say, is, yeah, because in China, yeah, down payment is about 20%. It's about one
Oh.
third to 20% to one third.
Mm.
But they still need to save the down payment. So at here, I try to put the down payment as 0. Okay, and then if they want to retire early, the long period, if let's say they are just came out from, they are just graduate, let's say they are 23 years, 23 years old,
Mm.
they want to retire at
Before
40,
50. Okay.
let's say 40,
So it's
and then
17 years.
17, right? Okay,
Mm.
and we put 17, and interest rate, let's say we put 4%. Okay, and we calculate. So every month they need to pay 3,000. Okay,
Mm.
if we do more conservative, we put the interest rate 3%. They still, yeah, it doesn't change a lot. It
Mm.
doesn't change a lot. They still need to pay like 3,000. If you keep let the interest rate go low, it also didn't change a lot. I put 2% each is also like 2,900. Yeah, so it didn't change a lot. So
Mm.
so we can see the amount is about 3,000. Yeah, you need to spend like 3,000 per month.
Yeah.
And then your salary is 10K, 3,000 goes to the house, and then what's the remaining? And then please bear in mind, this is the housing, this is the house price in the this is the cheapest house price, and then this is a house in the countryside. You may not get 10K salary
Mm.
at that house. Sorry,
Yeah.
you may not get
At that
10K,
area.
yeah, at the area. So that means you may also need to rent another house in the maybe the first tier or second tier cities, so that
Mm.
you can earn like the 10K salary.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and then that means you need to pay the house installment. At the same time, you need to pay your rental.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So how can you achieve that, even though you earn like 10K? Mm, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what I found that is, okay. In my humble opinions, if everyone embrace this idea, it will make the market more competitive, and then everyone will suffer from this.
Mm.
Yeah, you work hard, I work hard, and then employer know you want to work hard based on game theory. They don't have to pay you that much salary.
Mm.
Mm. And because and also because in China, and as well as uh all countries around the world, uh there are too many people for few companies that can pay you high salary. Mm. So that means there are a lot of job seeker, but there are only few company can pay you extraordinary salary.
Mm.
And
Yep.
also, of course, the extraordinary salary comes along with the 40 overtimes without paid. Yeah, but still only a few company can pay you that salary. Yeah, so if you want to work hard, if you want to achieve FIRE, yeah, and then you need to join the big firms, the top firms,
Mm.
and then the top firms is so few, so that they are top. Yeah, if
Yep.
they are lot, they are not top. Mm. And those top firms, they also in a very competitive market. They also need to grab the market share from other companies to maintain their status. Mm.
Yep.
And then they will pay you high salary, but you need to provide greater value. Yeah, maybe 10 times more, or maybe
Mm.
20 times more. Yeah, and then you need to work hard, and then you need to spend a lot of time and work, so that you can earn that salary, earn that
Yep.
high salary. Yeah. So, first, the first premise is not everyone able to able to pursue fire because they can't earn that high salary. Yeah, the opportunity is limited.
Mm. Yep.
And the second is actually if everyone try to do this, and it will make every of us become worse off.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, and this is about the incomes. And then how about from another side? If everyone can do that, and everyone spend their money to buy house, and then how about the house price will keep increasing? And
Mm.
then for those
Yep.
people who still pursuing the fire, they still haven't buy house, or maybe they are pursuing the fire, and then everything the price of everything increased. Yeah,
Mm.
especially for the assets.
Yep.
And then at another same times, you pursue the fire, you you spend your money on assets. The asset price rise, and also you try to reduce your expenses. You try to reduce your expenses. For example, like you save money, instead of buying expensive luxury goods,
Mm.
instead of instead of instead of buy new clothes. And then how about this? How about the effects to the company? Their revenue drop. Mm.
Yeah.
So maybe they still need to like cut some wages, or then maybe they still need to like make some redundancy, and it will make the labor market more more competitive.
Mm. Yep.
And because you still want to pursue the fire, so you are willing to take that.
Yep.
Mm, mm, yeah, and then at the same time, your income didn't increase a lot. Yeah, maybe your wages didn't get cut, but it will be hard to increase. It will be very hard to increase. And then at the same time, the asset price will increase. And then
Mm.
I have you I haven't shown you some other research. This is some video, and I believe that you can search it by yourself easily.
Okay.
And the scenarios like this in I think the video in few years ago, you don't necessarily need to search the video. You can search some photo in Shanghai, Beijing. Uh, when the real estate company in the morning they haven't opened the door, and
Mm.
they are they are long queuing in front of the real estate company doors. Yeah,
Okay.
so many people waiting. Many people are waiting. The company open the door. Yeah, in the morning, and then after the company open the door, so yeah, the property available for sale, and then all the people all the people rush into the room. Rush into the the property. Sorry, amaze. Rush into the company. Okay,
Mm.
and then and then they fight for the slot. Yeah, and in China they call, which is the Yao Hao, which is like to it is something like the lucky draw.
Oh.
Mm. Yeah, and then you need to draw the number. You need to draw the number. Uh, in order the number is actually the lot number of the house you will buy. So that
Okay.
means uh, okay, I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar to that. Okay, but it seems like for the new house, you cannot decide. You cannot decide which one you want to buy, which unit you want to buy. Yeah, you need to draw. You need to draw the number,
Oh,
the unit number, and for the house for the resale house, which means the second hand house. Of course, you can choose. Mm. And then it seems like uh, only one family unit or maybe only one person can buy one new house
mm,
in in China or in those big cities. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with that. Okay. So many people rush into the company and then yeah they they want to grab and then they put the deposit on table. Yeah, so many money, so many money on the table. They don't want their money. They want the house. Mm,
mm,
yeah, and then you can see from the article I linked to you. I shared to you, which is the property investment actually increased, didn't decrease. Mm, this is
yeah,
the this is the most surprise information actually. Mm, yeah. So the house price will still keep increasing and be aligned with the statistic. Uh, the house price increased 4.6% per year, uh, even in pandemic situations. And then for your salary, it didn't increase a lot. And just a few years, you get 996. How about the next few years, maybe you'll get 007.
yeah,
Mm. So this is yeah the market is already in already in a highly and unhealthy competitive
mm,
competitive situations. Mm.
yeah,
So I cannot say whether it's good or not. Yeah, and just like I say just now, many people who embrace this fire idea, they have one or all mindset, which means that they need to work hard and then they need to do it hard so that they can retire early. But they already they already forgot they already forgot what they actually want in their life. Mm, while pursuing the fire. For example, the Tang, they plan to spend spend her time pursuing a master degree and learn piano, opening a crafts job after they achieve fire.
yeah,
But this is something that they don't need that money. They don't need that much money. They still can do. They still can
mm,
do without that money.
yeah,
So what she really wants, yeah, what she really want. She want a house. She want a big house. She want the status. Mm,
yeah. I think she does. Yeah, and she also mentioned two unmortgaged houses. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. I think this could make her uh, uh, goal more difficult, right?
mm,
Yeah, if let's say if she just want reduce two unmortgaged house to one, and then maybe she could achieve that easier and earlier.
mm.
Mm,
Yeah, and then um she also has she also buy a house in Malaysia, right? Yeah.
mm,
So maybe in future she can live in Malaysia. Yeah, and
yeah,
she don't really need that much money. Mm.
mm, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's all my thought about the fire. Yeah, of course we know fire have a few types. Yeah. One type of fire is after you retire you do nothing. And then another type is something like the partially fire. So you earn enough money so that you don't work you follow passions, and then you still work, but you can accept to earn a lesser income.
Yeah.
There is partial FIRE. Yeah, and there's another is the third type is actually after you just want a more easier life. So that's after you get that money, so you don't need to like work that hard. Yeah.
Still
Work that
work.
hard. Yeah. But you still work. But you don't work that hard. Mm.
Yeah.
This is also another type of FIRE. Yeah. And in this article, it is only mentioned the first type of FIRE, which is after they they retire early, and then she do nothing, and then she can spend her times all her times doing something she want to do. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have anything want to add in?
Yeah. Which type of fire are you pursuing? Or are you pursuing fire?
Uh, I'm not pursuing FIRE. Okay. Okay. You can say like this. More or less. I want. Yeah. Of course. I want to retire early, but
Mm.
I have, I have, I have some other plans instead of working that hard. Okay. Um, if you want me to like uh work very hard to get additional salary in order to get fired, maybe
Mm.
I will also say yes. Yeah, maybe I'll also say yes. Yeah, and but I won't like give myself a very high expectations, and earn all the money that I want to earn in my life. Yeah, so that I can retire fully. I can fully retire. Yeah, so maybe I have the opportunities. I will work maybe like 2 years or 3 years.
Mm.
Okay, and then maybe after that I get some money, and then I can choose some other jobs. I can like uh pursuing the third type of fire, and
Mm.
maybe after that pursuing the second type of fire. Mm. And maybe at the end, I luckily maybe at the end fortunately I may get I may get the life. I may get the life uh which is the first type of fire. Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have some plans in order to retire before 40. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I realize is actually, okay, for me, for my case, uh because I have a house in JB,
Mm.
and that house installment is not that high. It's just 600 plus Malaysian ringgit. Yeah.
Mm.
So even though I quit my job in Singapore and then I go back to Malaysia, I still can keep my life. I still
Yeah.
can save some money. Yeah. If I find a 3,000 or maybe 2,500 jobs, yeah, they'll give me a relaxed life. I still can keep my living, and then so by knowing that, so that means I just need to let my investment funds continue to grow.
Mm.
Yeah, because because when you reach some point, you will find that the additional money you put in your investment funds will be too less, for the compared to the total funds. Maybe just about like take like 1%, or maybe like just like take like 0.5%. I still
Mm.
haven't reached that point.
Yeah.
I still haven't reached that point. But if let's say every month your additional investments just represents, let's say, 1% of the total investment funds. So you need 100 months. You need 100 months in order to save additional in order to double your investment fund.
Yeah.
If your investment fund didn't appreciate, so 100 months, how much money you need? 8 years, 8.3 years. 100 divided by 12, you need 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is quite hard to do. Not hard to do, but it take long time to do. Instead of doing that, you need to like invest as early as possible, and then maybe when your investment fund already reach some significant amount, and then you may shift your focus. You may shift your focus on higher incomes instead of you may shift your focus from earning as much income as possible to how to preserve your wealth, how to protect your wealth, and also how to grow your wealth. So that means you study more about the investments, and then you find some way to increase your investment returns. They will give you overall better returns, give you a better results in order to retire earlier. So just now we also say from 200 to if we increase our money investment from 200 to 400, and then it will shorten like 20 just now you say 25, right? Yeah. So it's like 7 years, and then if you can increase your investment return from 10% to 15%, you can increase 8 years from 32 to 24. Okay, and then you may reach some point that you may not able to increase your money investment already. Yeah, in order to do that, you need to work more hard. You need to work harder, and then the marginal returns is very, very less to you. I mean, the marginal returns to your you get to your life is very little. Because you need to work harder in order to get the additional few hundreds.
Yep.
Or maybe you need to save more money. You need to like really reduce. You really need to cut some necessary costs in order to save additional money if you cannot increase your income in short term. Yeah, and then after that point, plus at some point in futures, even though you can do that, your money investments, your money additional investment just take 1% or maybe 0.5% of your total net worth. Yeah. So it really doesn't make sense for you to continue cut the spending that hard. Yeah. And then at this time, you need to rely on your investment funds. You need to think how to grow your investment funds more effectively and efficiently. Yeah. So I remember I say something before, which is rich people, they don't really care about their income. They care about the wealth. Yeah. And poor people, they care about income.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so anything else?
No.
Okay, so that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversations. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistakes that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.